You are listening to Season 2 of The Diary of a Wannabe Writer, the short and often daily podcast in which I chronicle my life and attempt to be a writer by writing daily. Sometimes. Hello, it's Sunday the 28th of August 2025, the day I should have been writing. And you're listening to the Diary of a Wannabe Writer. Unfortunately, I did something rather foolish yesterday, and I knew this. I kind of had a feeling this would happen. But I stayed up basically till nearly midnight after basically getting up at 55 minutes past midnight in the morning, UK equivalent time. And I've overtired myself. I've done this before. I'll push through. And then the day after, you totally burn yourself out. And that's what I did. So I went to bed just before midnight. Took me a little while to get to sleep. Then I woke up at 7 o'clock, only having had about 6 hours sleep. And the whole day has just been a bit, am I alive? And I've just felt like a zombie all day. And I kind of, last night when I hadn't gone to bed when I should have done, I had a feeling this might happen. But, yeah. So, never mind. It's one of those things. Chance of hitting word count target by the end of the month now looking less likely. But you know what? I'm still going to be fairly close. So that's fine. Yeah, so I've just felt like a zombie all day today. I had my blackout blind fitted to my forward bedroom, and it's great. So, you know, again, ongoing, if I need to sleep during the day, I'll be able to sleep in there. I've been thinking about what room's going to be the study and what room's going to be the spare room, and my original plan was, as I've said before, to do it one way, and now I've kind of decided to leave it as it is. So the room that's currently in my bedroom will stay my bedroom. It is going to get fully redecorated, fully kind of re-kitted out, but I think that's the room that's going to be the one I sleep in, which is cool, and I might kind of move things around a bit. But no, I love, you know, I didn't doze, but I sort of did have a sort of an hour's nap earlier. I just went and shut my eyes after the blind was fitted just to see how good it was. And once again, there was more light coming from round my door and the door, not the door frame, between the door frame and the door than there was actually coming in from the window. So, and the sun was out. So that's terrific. So that's good news. And then what else have I done today? I've sat here watching telly, basically. Stuff that doesn't tax the brain too much. I'm now on to the 8th series of Doc Martin. IMDb suggests I have rated these episodes before. So, did I get as far as series out? I can't remember. I think I've rated these episodes. So I have clearly watched them before at some point. But I haven't watched 9 and 10, but I've got all those discs waiting. I watched the first handful of episodes of Star Trek Prodigy, which is an animated kids series made for Nickelodeon that's surprisingly good. It's about, basically, there's this missing starship with a new prototype kind of star drive, and these kids, well, they're not kids, they're teenagers who are slaves, basically, find it and use it as a means of escape. And it's got a hologram, because it's basically supposed to be a Starfleet training vessel, and so there's a hologram that kind of instructs these teenagers that it thinks are cadets. I mean, it must realise they're not. Surely it's not stupid. But it's in the form of Catherine Janeway, the captain of the USS Voyager from the TV show Star Trek Voyager. And although it's broadcast on Nickelodeon, it doesn't feel childish. And there's one character that doesn't have any dialogue that's this like slug thing that feels a bit childish and silly. But then I'm only a few episodes in and it might have some more relevance to it. But I'm told it's actually, I've always been told it's quite a good show. So the animation style is much less like Star Trek Lower Decks and much more like the Star Wars animated series, like what were they called? Particularly the first one they did, the Clone Wars, and not Section 31, the Troopers one, whichever it is, and it's not bad. So I watched a few episodes of that, and yeah, that's about it really. I am thinking of I've actually recently bought the classic BBC drama series Tenko, which has got Stephanie Cole, who oddly enough was in the first 4 series of Doc Martin as his Auntie Joan. I'm quite looking forward to watching that, but I think I should get Doc Martin finished before I get into that. But yeah, so it's been a lazy day. Tomorrow must be a writing day. Well, tomorrow I'm meeting up with T.G. Campbell and maybe some more people. Don't know. I'll have to check see if anybody else has responded to the invitation. So that'll be nice, and that will hopefully by then I will have got some other writing. Well, basically my plan is to tomorrow I'm just going to read through chapter 6 over and over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, I might even be able to get the sign off completed tomorrow. I'm not going to push myself. It'll get done if it gets done. It'll certainly be done by the end of the month, which will leave me at 18,000 of my 20,000 word target. And that's fine. That's still 35,000 words into the book, which isn't bad. That's the book, Self-Portrait. Anyway, that's me done for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for listening. Take care. Goodbye.
You have been listening to The Diary of a Wannabe Writer. For more information about what I'm writing, go to linktr.ee/Richard Writes, capital R, capital W, where you can find details of my website and social media. I may see you there.